Goals are a part of and really are derived from those present levels. There are objectives that are required for our children who have more significant needs, and then for our children who are not as impacted, then just goals alone are required. And goals should be SMART. And this acronym SMART comes from the business arena in the 80s. And I really do believe that it applies very well to our IEP goals as well. So goals should be specific, as you can see here, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. They should not be vague. Johnny will learn, do better in math. Like, that's not an IEP goal. That's not something that you can measure and keep data on throughout the year. Ways that you can measure goals are work samples, observations, rating scales. You can do checklists, even video of your child, now, especially if you're looking at behavior, or if you're seeing that behavior has been an issue or at home during distance learning, then, take a simple video of your child, because that's documentation that you can show your team that your child is experiencing some challenges in the area of behavior. Maybe they need XYZ to be able to better support them in the home distance learning environment. And we'll move on to accommodations. Accommodations are available to children with IEPs and to children who have a Section 504 plan. And our children with IEPs are also provided with accommodations in the IEP. They're supports and services that help our students access general education. And that's the key word there, access. It is an accommodation is just a change in how they are learning, maybe how information is presented to them, how much output they're producing. But again, accommodations are there to help our children access the learning, access as well as their general education peers are. And for our children who have unique needs to the degree that they are primarily in a special education environment, same thing goes for them. Accommodations there are helping them to access their learning environment. Accommodations can vary. It can cover, and we'll see here, accommodations can cover additional time and assignments, presentation, timing, socialization, behavior, setting. Accommodations can be provided in a variety of these areas, such as, and I listed here, social stories is an accommodation for our kids who have some social challenges, like our kids on the spectrum, or kids who have severe anxiety and such and qualify for an IEP, but they still are able to get that movement and that sensory input that they need while they're in the gen ed setting. Even supplemental support, which can be referred to also as a one-to-one, one-on-one, or SCIA, SCIA, an aid for the child who has some significant behavior needs, maybe potentially the kid who could leave. Safety needs, if the child has safety needs, they might have a SCIA or a one-on-one. That level of supplemental support may also be written as an accommodation. What do we do when we do not agree with our IEP team? Initially, truly, you want to do what you can to address your child's needs at the IEP table. If your child is in an IEP and you're having some challenge with the IEP team, know that your child's IEP will be in stay put until you consent to it. So if you're having disagreements and you have not signed your child's IEP, then know that the previous IEP that was consented to, then that's the IEP that is active and in place. And nothing in the new IEP that's pending will be able to be worked on until you consent. You will remain in a situation considered called stay put until your consent is provided.